Okay, so let's get this underway real quick. Just tell us how you've been. It's been a while since we talked. How you feeling in Vegas today, and how does it feel to be back in the UFC finally?
It feels really good to be back. It's been a long road, and it's time for me to come back. I'm feeling great, actually. I'm in great spirit. I'm not suffering at all. I'm relaxed and ready to go.
Obviously, you had no hesitation to take the fight on kind of like short notice, but is that a concern of yours at all, or tell the fans, like, have you been training, and are you in fight shape right now?
No, I'm actually pretty good. I'm in a good spirit. It wasn't like that much of a short notice. I was already training for another fight, and now that I'm fighting, I'm excited.
Okay, cool. What's it feel like? I know you're in good spirits, and I know you're happy about being back in the UFC. But for people who haven't been following, you've been fighting on the more of like the regional circuit. You're getting off a little stint at Bellator and a couple other places. How's the overall vibe feel being back in the UFC, back into the big show? Is it something that you're having to get used to again, or does it feel like you're finally back at home?
Well, it felt good, it's been feeling good, me getting on the plane on the way to Vegas, it was a great feeling. It felt like it did the first time I came over here. I was really excited. Still to this day, I'm excited, it feels good to be back home where it's been one crazy journey, these 14 months, but now I'm excited, and, I'm good to stay. I'm here to stay.
Perfect. What do you think about the guy you're fighting, Jacob Volkmann? He hasn't lost at lightweight since he dropped from welterweight, and a good wrestler. I mean, how do you deal with this guy, and what are your thoughts on him as a fighter?
I respect him. He's a college wrestler. He comes back from the same background that I do. So I'm all for it. I'm excited to fight him. Everybody might call him boring. People call him boring because he goes out there and takes people down and holds them and just does enough to get by, but he knows how to win fights. He goes out there and does what he's supposed to do. So now what I'm thinking is it's going to be an exciting fight to go out there because it's going to be exciting between me and him because I've been suffering for these 14 months, going company to company, not knowing what was going to be my home, and now I'm ready. Let's go. Meet me in the middle and let's do this.
Okay. Do you think that you'll be able to implement your game plan more than letting him take the pace? I mean, that's the guy's specialty. You see him out there, he goes and he grinds out decisions. Are you going to be able to prevent that, do you feel?
Well, I train with Ben Henderson. Ben Henderson's been mimicking Jacob Volkmann as much as possible, but, at the end of the day, styles make fights, I know he's a fighter. I know he comes out and grinds out fights, but I'm ready for it wherever it goes. If he wants to sit there and make it into a wrestling match, let's do this. I'm all for it. Yeah, he's dropping down from a 170-pounder. He's a tough wrestler, but, at the end of the day, it's a fight. So anything can happen, and I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Now, I told you before we even got on this call, I talked to him last night a little bit. I did an interview with him, with Jacob, and he's a real respectful guy. I didn't have any trash talking or anything like that to say. But the one thing that stood out, I just kind of wanted to get your take on it, is he was kind of downplaying your wrestling credentials, saying his wrestling is far superior, that you were you wrestled in junior college, and that's about the equivalent of wrestling in high school. And I'm just wondering, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, do you see it that way, or do you feel that your wrestling matches up good with him?
Well, I wrestled at a D2 college too, but let's put it this way: John Jones wrestled at a junior college and then went to MMA, so his credentials are really highly on wrestling. So for somebody to sit there and spectate on a junior college level, if we were me and him wrestling, and him and Jukos, or like a singlet, it might be a different story, but this is a fight, It's a different story. You try to grab me, I'm going to punch you, I'm going to kick you, I'm going to knee you. You try to wrestle me, you got choked, and then everything, it's a fight, If he sits there and contemplate on okay, well, I got better wrestling. I'm like, okay, well, you believe that, and let's do it. Let's see who can implement their game plan for real.
All right, perfect. And what do you think? What do you think? Off topic from your fight, real quick. What do you think about the main event on your fight card, Brock Lesnar versus Alistair Overeem?
I think it's going to be an exciting fight because two of those guys are extremely big. They're extremely powerful, both of them. But I think that if Overeem can stop his takedown a couple times, Brock will kind of lose the spirit. And if Brock can take him down, I think Brock wins by holding him down and just drowning and pounding him. But you do have to remember that Overeem has tremendous punches, and we got to see how he reacts to him getting beat up or getting punched in the face.
Yeah. Who are you picking to win the fight? If you don't, but if you just you broke it down, but who you think is going to take it home, or do you have a?
I really don't know. Like if I was to say somebody, I think Overeem.
Yeah. Okay. Right on. And as far as the fans at home, what can they expect from you? Will they see an improved fighter, the same Efrain, or what can we expect from you, the guys watching at home and in the arena this Friday?
Expect the new Efrain that has nothing to lose. Everything to gain. I've been in the UFC. I've been out of the UFC, and I got nothing to lose. Let's go. Let's fight. I just want to go in there and fight. Let's throw down. Volkmann, if you're listening to this and you're trying to think that you're going to beat me by taking me down and holding me, best of luck to you, but that's not what we're doing, We're going to fight, and I will make you fight, and we're going to do this.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited, Efrain. My last question is, you're a Lakers fan, right? Lakers.
No, I'm a Phoenix Suns, and actually, some of your Lakers are trying to move over to the Phoenix Suns, so I don't know. Shannon Brown just came along, so let's see what he can help us do.
All right, man. I got to give you crap on that. All right, brother. Well, good luck this Friday.